He's continually just getting those ghouls out on the Gnar, and you can cause problems for him. Also, you know, if the Gnar does actually ever use the E aggressively, then you can cage him and look for all-ins post level 6. So I do think it's a pretty solid matchup.
Even up jungle matchups here. Since Umpty got pushed out of his own jungle, he can actually play off of Yon and Core JJ's success to come contest Blabber now.
But Vulcan and Sven both ready to step up and also join in this fight. Vulcan with a dredge line onto the enemy jungler. Umpty is in danger. The E-stall impact isn't getting him out. It's first blood for Blabber and C9 as Loki's joined the fight here too. The weirding from a nice slow means Core JJ has to try to flash away, but Yon's already been locked up. A little bit more damage will seal the deal, and the dredge line's right there. One more auto might get it done. Flash coming out from Sven, and C9.
Impact, it does hit level 6. You know, summons the Maiden. He's going to use that to just push out that wave really quick. Thanatos held on to his DP.
Ooh, Sven taking a lot of damage here from Yon and Core. The duo with the Lucian, and Emilio gets the damage they needed. Perfectly.
Some more confidence too, because whenever I do that previous play to my bottom lane, they tilt. But Yon and Core JJ,
their APM gets really high though as they question mark ping you.
A lot of it's in the chat.
Yon and Core JJ though.
The pit, but Cloud9 had more, and Team Liquid wasn't able to do really anything about it. They've already secured at least 2. Cloud9 on the approach now, wanting to contest the 3rd, and it looks like TL is deciding discretion is the better part of valor on this one. They'll settle for the 2 out of 3.
Yeah, they're going to give it up, and this time
he still has more money than the other guy.
Doesn't matter if you're headed by an inch or a mile.
Oh boy, Yon's in some trouble now though as Vulcan immediately goes in for the ulti, but Core JJ is doing a good job protecting his carry. Dredge line from Vulcan finds Umpty as Blabber wants to make his way into the fight, finds a nice eep there onto the Skarner. Umpty a little bit more damage, claims the feat of warfare for C9 as they win the 3v3, and they're about to get even more. Yon wants to get away, a little bit more damage is required, and Loki is happy to provide between.
Dragon will try and make a top side play, but Loki was playing very well.
Umpty, nice, immediately goes for the flash engage for the E-stall impact, point blank range to slam Loki into the wall.
Nicely
Don't give the Aurora a chance to get away from it. APA's got the follow-up burst, and Team Liquid, now they're mining gold.
Yeah, that was really clean. They got a couple plates there on the next. It is a 1,000 gold lead for C9, but they have this clear point of power in the mid lane for TL, and we have seen this guy do it time and time again on the Ziggs. That's going to be the first tower. Just resummoned it. He honestly probably needs to base just to actually preserve the Maiden. If you lose it, it is really terrible. But they're looking potentially for a dive.
Exactly. They're bringing Umpty down, seeing if maybe they can force something here onto Thanatos, as the Mega Gnar is already used, but the Turbid Aggro doesn't go on to impact. It only goes on to the little ghouls. Now Thanatos, he sees the backup arriving. The Mega Inferno Bomb takes care of him before anything else is even there. APA is citing his sources, and the source of all the hope for Team Liquid.
Over, help your jungler. You're going to be able to crush this very, very quickly. But Core and Yon have to make sure they don't overextend.
Oh, wow, Vulcan hits a long-range dredge line there onto Yon, but there's no follow-up. So Team Liquid now going to secure another neutral objective for themselves.
This mid tower, since they've got everybody here, and just like that, in the last 2 minutes, Team Liquid have been able to take top side, bottom side, and mid, plus the Rift Herald here, and with the Herald, plus the Ziggs, plus the Yorick, this thing goes down quickly too.
Yeah, they hard force down the tier 2 in mid, and now Team Liquid are the squad with a solid gold lead. Now Loki's going to equalize it yet again by taking the tier. This is the feats decided on this one.
I'd recommend Team Liquid wait for Thanatos Mega Gnar to expire right now. Thanatos' Mega Gnar is about to go down in top lane. He does have teleport, but it's going to run out now, and he'll be exhausted. Then TL could make the move.
Okay, Impact's wrapping around from behind the Drake pit. Blabber has the Drake aggroed, but C9 not doing a ton of DPS to it. Now Team Liquid just diving in, going right after Blabber, and the C9 jungler is already down, but Yon's going to be traded back as Loki manages to set up the kill for Sven. Now Vulcan's got to try to escape, but Loki's still in the Dragon Pit, and Umpty's down now too. C9 have managed to find themselves a +1 trade overall, but the health bars are still low. Team Liquid backing away. Neither side has a jungler, and APA still has a Mega Inferno Bomb. There's the opportunity to steal, and surely Cloud9 is aware of it. Impact and Core JJ just trying to get a little bit of vision. APA wants to steal that objective away as the Mega Inferno Bomb comes in, but it's a little bit too early. Made his way up to the top side. Recognizing that Loki doesn't have the ulti, Team Liquid knows they are in a stronger position here, and Thornbound Otacon is
he goes in the same flank spot here at the Tri-Brush.
Okay, one bouncing bomb hits Blabber. The follow-up Comet connects as well. So Blabber already chunked by about a quarter of his HP. Yawn taking some big damage though. The dredge line about to follow up with a depth charge as Thanatos wants his way onto the enemy AD carry. Yawn is successfully peeled for, and Umpty's got a beautiful counterattack. Loki and Blabber have to scatter as C9 is now in some serious danger. A beautiful ultra fire kick from Melio takes down the enemy carry as C9 are collapsing. Loki, Blabber, and Thanatos trying to get away as Team Liquid have controlled the objective beautifully. The Ocean Drake is not stopping. C9 will have to challenge and find a way in here. TL now got the Baron down to 4K. Dredgeline misses from Vulcan. Baron down to 3,000. Umpty ready to maybe go after Loki here through the wall with the Ishtal Impact. Tries to catch him, but Loki bounces back to the other side. APA finds him on the very edge of the bomb. Loki can't escape it. And with C9's mid laner down, TL's got a 5v4 with Baron still aggroed at 5,000 HP. C9 falls away, and APA Ziggs seals the deal.
Quick, cut to that fan side. Here from Team Liquid, it's really going to be hard for Cloud9 now.
Well, they're being deep. Look at Loki. He's going to go way behind them. They're going to go for a final fight.
You can see him fly through the air there. Team Liquid now recognizing he's going towards that direction, so they're exiting the other way. Thanatos wants to make his way onto Yawn, but he can't find the angle here as Umpty tries to pull everybody back into the Mega Inferno Bomb. Thanatos gets a big Mega Gnar onto Yawn, but it's not big enough. He can't even slam him into the wall as Yawn's got the culling. Vulcan dropping fast. Umpty's got to be careful. Impacts on the flank here, but low HP on Yawn, and Umpty makes it hard for the rest of the team to follow up. Loki's got to try to get away. APA's unstoppable. Loki burns down again. Blabber's trying to fight in a 1v4, but it's not going to do enough. A little more damage will finish him off as Impact tries to deal with Sven, but the Corki comes out on top. Shut down over to the C980 carry. APA with the flash over the wall. He just don't miss. APA flashes in, gets back out, and gets the job done.
That one little blossom right there on the screen.
From Loki, they know the impact is top. They know that's going to be really hard to wave clear, so they just tried to force the fight.
Slip. They weren't doing their due diligence, and Team Liquid were happy to punish. As now C9 has to try to scramble to defend their mid lane and hit Yawn. That was a very, very relentless pursuit. He goes in way too far, or does he? The follow-up isn't there. He can't be punished. It was a bait all along, and Team Liquid get the one kill of the fight and continue their pressure as Yawn backs away. The remaining 4 players take out the mid lane inhib. They'll walk top to put the pressure onto the top lane inhibitor since that turret is already gone here too. Should be able to grab both of these, and with 1 minute left on the clock until Baron, all the extra pressure is going to help them a lot as Yawn has made his way back into the fight now, healed up off of the camps. Core JJ's in a killing spree. Blabber is down. Thanatos dies to Yawn's bullets.
Easy for him to peel, and the Baron here is just deleted.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's the Breath of Life, there's the back-to-back shields, there's the Echoes of Helia shield, there's the Moonstone shield and healing. There's like prepare for APA Ziggs, except by playing against APA. They're TP.
Okay, a teleport's coming in. C9 is going to try one last-ditch effort with Loki running the long way to try to cut off TL, but it's not going to work. APA has already found him. He's marked him and picked him off. There's no way that Loki can get in there and try to make this play work, as Sven now has to retreat, and the first Nexus turret is already down. C9 scrambling to try to defend, and now Team Liquid is ready to just full send this all the way. APA with a teleport straight in their face as Blabber's going to be the first target. C9 looking to go after Umpty, but that's not going to matter. Core JJ finally taken out by Loki. Umpty dies too. Yawn goes on a killing spree, but now a massive Mega Gnar right back the other way. Team Liquid went too hard, too far. It's a 4 kill. They saw the Dragon attack one time over the wall, so APA was the nearest target for that Dragon to go after since he threw the bomb in the pit.
In this outer tower that TL want to grab before transitioning over to the other side of the map. Should be pretty easy for APA to blow up.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. Most of the Gnar bar charge, he's going to need to pick his moment. He does not want to allow Team Liquid to play around it like they did in the C9 base, as Umpty and Yawn now stepping closer into the Baron pit. The Baron is still being focused by C9, but it is not dropping quickly. Impact going after Thanatos for the 1v1 off on the right, while the 4v4 in the river might just erupt as the Baron is already down to 3,000 HP. Mega Inferno Bomb! APA steals it away! He just doesn't miss this game as Blabber versus Umpty starting the fight. Vulcan has to flash away to try to escape as Team Liquid now trying to deal with Loki in the middle of everybody, but Loki has already killed off Core JJ. Yawn with a flash out, Sven with a flash follow. C9 has found the enemy AD carry, but Impact also killed Vulcan. C9 has only lost their support, and Impact dies to the rat-a-tat-tat of the machine. machine gun blast as Blabber chases after Umpty. Team Liquid may have stolen the Baron, but everything else in the fight is all C9.
The only one that will be left alive once Umpty gets chased down here is going to be APA. He preserves Deathless on the Ziggs.
And Loki has complete changed his strategy. All these earlier fights that they're losing, he's going for Yon. Back-to-back fights they have won. He focuses core. It's all in on core. You just kill off Emilio. It's way easier to if you're going to go for him.
And Cloud9 are spreading into the 1-3-1 with their Elder buff. They're bringing Blabber over now from the top side to close the loop, push down the tower. Bottom side, Thanatos will be able to push in as well versus Impact. Even though in the previous fight, Impact was able to actually push Thanatos away.
Oh, big calling on Blabber. That's most of the bullets hitting again. Blabber down to 25% HP. Forced away from that tier 2 turret. Ocean Soul's going to heal him up, and Thanatos, all the meanwhile, was left alone in the bottom lane to remove that tier 2 from Summoner's Rift. There's less than a minute remaining on the Elder Dragon.
You can't just clear the waves and avoid the fight. Then you're forced to fight into the Elder, which you're going to lose. So we'll see if C9 tries to force their hand here and just look for a dive.
Okay, Mega Inferno Bomb trying to clear the wave out. Thanatos jumps over the wall. C9 ready to force down the tier 3 turret, and they've already got it. Team Liquid scrambling on the defense to hold C9 at bay. Mid lane inhibitor down, and C9 falls back.
I think that's really smart. It's not about you at this point. It's about keeping your teammates alive.
Well, Dredgeline from Vulcan is immediately going to say it's all about Umpty as the Impale doesn't find anybody for the counterattack. C9 stepping out of the way of it. The Redemption keeping Umpty alive as Thanatos. Team Liquid is barreling down the mid lane, going after the C9 base. They have to get through an inhibitor, and then they have to go straight after the Nexus turrets. The Baron's going to get taken. Thanatos has to hold the line here. He's all alone. Team Liquid might just be going for the end of the game. Thanatos has to try to escape. The culling making its way into the C9 top laner, but it ain't going to do enough. Now Team Liquid is very far ahead, and everybody from C9 is already here. Impact down. Umpty on the run. Yon locked up as Blabber goes golden. A double kill back over to Loki. Umpty will be next to die. C9. They make the call to go for the Baron. Thanatos can hold on long enough. The Nexus turrets won't die fast enough, and Team Liquid is staring down a 2v5. APA barely escapes, but he's got a hell of a job ahead of him.
Yeah, there's only 30 seconds on Elder Dragon, so even if they couldn't go straight for the base, they could get that. It's APA against the world right now. Cloud9 on the brink of another miraculous comeback game.
And C9 have the Baron this time. It wasn't stolen away. APA cannot just Mega Inferno Bomb the wave to save the game.
There's no way.
He has to find some kind of a crazy outplay here, but C9's got everybody. Thanatos with the Mega Gnar back into the Nexus. APA's first death will be the death of Team Liquid, and C9 in a come-from-behind victory take this series 2-0.
Back-to-back weeks.